Most car dealerships don't have a lead problem, they have a follow up problem. They're paying for traffic, paying for leads, and then losing a huge percentage simply because no one responds fast or consistently enough. In this video, I'm going to break down visually what actually happens to a lead inside most dealerships, where it breaks, and how AI can change that entire flow. Okay, so this is what happens after someone submits a form, whether you advertise through Google, Facebook, Instagram, no matter what platform you're advertising on. This is the typical process or what it could look like with AI. Now, this is what I want to talk about here a little. So the response time after an inquiry submits a form is the most important factor, hands down by far. Okay, this is supported by, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Alex Hermosi, huge entrepreneur here. I'll actually just play the clip right here.
If you can contact a lead within 60 seconds of them showing interest or opting in or giving you their contact information, you have a 391% increase in the likelihood that you can close the prospect. And so that means that if you did nothing else but simply put the processes in place so that you can contact leads within 60 seconds, you could 4x your business tomorrow.
391%. Okay, this is very serious numbers. And this is also supported by Harvard School of Business. There's a lot of studies that back this up, especially if you're a bigger dealership in bigger cities. You're competing with a lot of people, and the interest when someone opts in through a form or lead form, whatever, the interest when it's at its peak, this is the most crucial time to reach out to them, because they'll keep scrolling and they'll see other dealerships. Like, it's just an algorithm thing. They fill out your form, and then all of a sudden they get a bunch of forms from other dealerships, and now you're just competing against these other dealerships. Let's say as soon as someone opts in, they fill out your form, they get called within 60 seconds. 60 seconds when I was just showing this Alex Hormozy clip. Like, this is instant. And this, like, the interest is at its peak. This is when the client is interested and they will want to opt in. Compared to if they submit a form and then there's even a 5 to 10 minute delay. Now they've already had time to look at other dealerships, look at other prices. Now you're competing on price, timing, and multiple other factors. Let's not even including if these other dealerships already have an AI that already outreached you. So let's say 5 to 10 minutes. I think even here I'm being generous. Let's not even include the fact that the dealership might be closed after their hours. The salesperson has to use the washroom, busy on the floor. Listen, 5 to 10 minutes, even then I think I'm being very generous. Now, after the 5 to 10 minute delay, they end up checking their CRM, and then, they get busy. Someone walks in the dealership, they go talk to them. XYZ could have happened, So let's say we give this a 30-minute time span. I think I'm still being very generous here. After someone opts in from the lead all the way to them actually seeing the lead itself, let's say even 30 minutes, the conversion rate has already dropped by the 391%, like, already there. Okay, so then after let's say these 30 minutes, the intent has dropped significantly. There's two possible outcomes that can come from this. The buyer still interested, they liked your car or whatever, they've been looking at it, and let's say they magically didn't find anyone else after scrolling, and they got busy, whatever, and they answer, like, you call them back, SMS them, whatever, email, and they slowly answer you back because you answer them later. They got busy with picking up their kids from school, going to hockey, whatever it is, and they slowly answer back, and time goes by, the interest just keeps on dropping, and at the end of the day they won't even be that interested, and they'll just be more annoyed with you than anything else. It'll almost just sound more like a cold call more than a warm call. And not only that, but now you're also competing with other dealerships, other promotions, other deals they saw online. And let's just not even think about the fact that there's maybe another AI caller that already called them and qualified them for a test drive for tomorrow. Or there's the other outcome where the client completely ignores the call and the interest had shifted because they saw someone else's ad, or they don't care anymore. They realize that they have XYZ problem. Okay, so this is where the water is leaking in the current bucket, and this is why there's room for improvement. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is a huge problem, but it is. It truly is, especially if you're competing against other dealerships, you're competing against other people. This time is super valuable. Now, this is what it could look like, ladies and gentlemen. Someone opts in from a forum. They see your Ford F 150 on Facebook, submits a form. Instantly, within 60 seconds, get called. As I mentioned earlier, this is like a super small time window. It could even be less than 60 seconds, but I recommend 30 to 60 seconds, to be honest, because anything before 30 sounds too automated and a little too freaky almost. So yeah, I'd say after 60-second ish, they keep on scrolling, and then they get a phone call, which I believe phone calls are a lot more effective than SMS or email. Email, first of all, could end up in their spam, or they don't have their notifications on. Call, they instantly have to pick up. Or even if they don't pick up, then could call them back, or could send an SMS like, hey, listen, this is Alex with XYZ dealership. So yeah, anyways, calls are a lot more effective. They get called immediately within 60 seconds. Kind of went on this little rant here, but yeah, after they get called immediately, real time qualification. Now, let me be very clear about this. AI will not replace humans when it comes to serious qualification, sales, anything that has to do with high trust factors. Humans will still majorly outcompete AI. So what I mean by qualification here is the AI calls them, make sure they got the right person, that the lead name's correct, that they and that the preferred date is possible. So the AI can actually look into the calendar and check the availability of the sales rep or whenever is more convenient for the dealership itself. Make sure that the model they're looking for is still in stock, and potentially even if they're looking to trade in, just super little details, but nothing too major, because I think this is still super important for humans to do in order to get the best possible outcome. So there's a quick qualification, and then boom, just like that, there's a book test drive in the calendar. This AI can directly book this client into the dealership's calendar. So yeah, this is kind of just a quick little chart showing the two possible outcomes: AI kind of versus human qualification. Speed to lead is super important, and I think the dealerships that are going to win the next 5 years are the ones leveraging AI.
Listen, I think over the next few years, there'll be two types of dealership owners. There'll be the ones riding the wave, leveraging the opportunity, and, leveraging what's going on in this world right now. Or there'll be the ones staying a little more hard headed and keeping it old fashioned way. And, only time will tell. But I think there's only one right way of dominating your area, and it's pretty clear after this video. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, obviously spending a lot on ads is extremely important, but the ones who respond faster and more consistently than everyone else will totally dominate their area. Listen, if you're a GM or dealer principal and you want to see how this type of system works in a real dealership environment, there's a link below. It's not a pitch, it's just a walkthrough of kind of how this works and if this could work with you. Otherwise, I'll be breaking down more on dealership systems like this in future videos.